evening, RPG Limit Break. Guys, we're here doing the Spring Tournament 2022. We're in the bracket of 32, so we've made it past that whole pesky pods area. And now we have our 18th seed taking on our 15th seed here. And guda632 taking on guardianmarcus. This is race number 3. These guys are 1-1 against each other right now, both going 2-1 in their respective pods, and that is here in this game right now on RPG Limit Break. We're doing Final Fantasy Randomizer. Like I said, it's Spring Tournament 2022. I'm Gregory Puff. I'm hanging out with Hate the 13th. Hate, how you doing today?
I am doing pretty damn well. It is Friday evening and got a good race that I've been waiting for.
Dude, I am super stoked about this race. This is the second race I get to call for Guda. Now, I always like calling Guda's races because he does things that make me question the game at times. So this should be really exciting. guardianmarcus is been around for about a year. Guda's like the grizzled old veteran at this point, so I think it's going to be awesome. But let's talk about these parties for a second. I know I kind of cut you off there, so tell me what's going on here. What is this?
So these two mad lads decided to go for a 4-forced party. They opted not to have nuns because they didn't want to risk getting a solo red mage. And they got, well, what you see in front of you, aka black magic. What's that? So yeah, we have two fighters who have plus 15 luck, plus 10 vitality, but have black mage vitality growth. A thief with 5 extra luck, 20 more MDef at the cost of 15 strength. A white mage who has 40 hit points, red mage armor, no ribbons.
Oof. That's the worst right there. So what we're basically hoping for here is that a life spell of some kind is night learnable. Otherwise, that's a lot of risk you're taking in Topher with a white mage that can't equip a ribbon. Otherwise, we're hoping to find maybe an early wall that we could throw on the white, that we can cast out there in certain situations. But, I mean, I don't hate the party that we're stuck with. I mean, we do have ways to attack things if we find harm 2, harm 3, harm 4, because those spells will hurt regular enemies with these flags as long as the white mage is casting them. And then other than that, once we get class change going, you've got people that can attack. You got plenty of that stuff going on here. Just depends on where that white magic and black magic land for the thief and the fighter when class change rolls around. These guys are really evenly matched, so I think this is going to be pretty entertaining, and I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, and our racers will be off here very shortly. They just passed the 10-minute mark, and here we go. Or 10-minute mark in the race room, I should say.
Yeah, I was going to say, we are in a 10-minute delay, so they are a little bit ahead of us. There's Ruse, that's going to be fantastic for the fighter, even though we do have a Ruse stick that is incentivized. Exit is only white mage learnable, but that's not a huge deal at all, considering, well, we have a white mage, and you don't really need more than one exit caster. Brack, Quake, and Temper is what I saw for level 1, so that's something interesting for the thief, especially that Temper. And a lot of 7s on those pro rings, but hey, we got rapiers plus 2. May as well get our thieves fighters swinging.
Yeah, no, that's a whole heck of a lot better of melee weapons than we've seen on a lot of these. And looks like there was also some wood armor plus 1, which, better get something than nothing.
Yeah, I might have. So, with these flags, and again, I'm sorry, I keep, interjecting as you're about to say something, but with these flags, the thief does have extra agility growth. So I'm not sure actually putting the wood armor on that thief, even with a plus 1, is doing any good for the thief, because I want to say the wood armor has it has an evasion penalty, right? Not huge.
Yeah, it does have at least a small evasion penalty, but honestly, I mean, they've got a plus 80 agility out the box, so as long as it's not rolled down, the wood armor, it's acceptable. Let's just say it like that.
Yeah, so basically the extra agility just means that the thief is probably going to dodge a lot more battles and is going to ambush or prevent enemies from ambushing us. It doesn't help with the run chance as much, but thieves already have an amazing run chance, so that's not a huge deal. Plus, with the extra luck, I think we're pretty much 100% run chance at this point, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be real close. Oh my! All right, so a Zap Sword +2 hiding there, which looks like that is Bane Sword reskinned, based off of who can equip it.
Yeah, good. We'll have to say good use of the exit here from Guardian Marcus, exiting out and then going to take on Garland. Guda must have checked the top 2 boxes first. Not going to use exit, so Guardian Marcus is taking on Garland first. Guda, remember exit's a thing. Picked it up at level 2.
Yeah, just looked like Guardian Marcus just had to stab Garland enough because Zap didn't land.
Yeah, I saw that. Guardian Marcus's Garland, good lord, that was a lot of syllables I was struggling to say there. His Garland, doing a lot better than my level 40 Light Warriors without ribbons, just completely dodging zaps. Guda got the zap to land on the first try, so now we're kind of at another foot race here through Canaria.
Yeah, and given that we got, Oxyale, which, really, really old scuba gear from the princess, I'm not sure how good that still is, but, and a slab from the king, well, they're key items, they provide XP bonus, they're a thing. They're not that useful right now, though. So either we're going to find a loose really early, or we're actually going to get something useful out of Bicky.
See what happens here. We got something useful out of there regardless of what, whether it's a loose or not. That is a ribbon. Unfortunately, again, we know that the white mage can't equip it, but we'll throw it on a fighter.
Yeah, no, it's definitely better to have something like that on your meat wall than not.
Yeah, so both runners doing the same thing as each other. These are pretty standard plays with loose floating around, going to Matoya. You would think you would maybe want to go after you find the crystal, but obviously picking up a little bit of extra money, checking those boxes for loose, it's pretty common tactic there. I did miss something. Guda's down a Light Warrior already. What happened with the wolves?
I saw cremate, just like that Gerwolf has cremate. All right, well, that explains it. Yeah. Unrunnable as well. That's it's an annoying pack to run into early, but at least it's something that you will only see early.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not in any dungeons, so as long as you can, reset around them, you should be fine. It'd be more annoying if it was something that would be in, like, a place like Marsh Cave, then we'd be like, oh, no, it's bad. Guardian Marcus going to check magic first. Normally I wouldn't like this play, but we've got Fade.
Fade
so I'm
and
okay
wall.
with it. I am okay with it. Normally I like to go straight to the pirates and zap them down, but yeah, that was a really good play to check this out. Nothing to write home about in Black Magic, but that Fade is going to be huge for the White Mage.
Yeah, congratulations, you have a damage-dealing sweeper. Huzzah!
Yeah.
And Guardian Marcus opting for the Zap Sword still. It's a thing.
I mean, I don't, may as well go for it.
Yep. Save resources, but yeah, as per normal, we get the FFR special of a single enemy left standing, and, well, honestly, if you'd tried running, that's probably the point where running would have happened if you'd been able to.
Yeah. Guda, I think, appears to be totally fine with the dead Light Warrior here. Didn't bother to bring tank up, so we're going to 3-man it here. I actually don't hate this play, because, I mean, yeah, it's great to have 2 fighters, but if you can funnel all that EXP onto your Thief, Fighter, and White Mage, then, you have more levels going into Topher later on in the game.
Yeah, a second fighter, it's nice, but it's mostly vestigial. That means you have to find extra armor, extra weapons, and spend all the extra time to get them brought up.
Yeah, I appreciate you defining vestigial for me, because I was about to just give up on life here.
But yeah, no, they're just entirely useless. Well, not entirely, but mostly useless. It's just, yeah, this is a play that I would make myself, which honestly has me questioning a little bit, because, well, anything that I would do, I'm worried about people doing. Like, there's a reason that I got knocked out before the brackets,
So, Guardian Marcus first out of Provoca first. Oh, hey, remembered to put the ribbon on. That's a good move, Guda. That's smart. Just keeping up with the times here. So, Guardian Marcus is checking. Of course, got to say hooray to the dwarf.
Yeah, he's got to make sure that the dwarf knows that he just has to keep suffering in his one-word hell. You know, there is no release. You are trapped forever.
Dang. Never mind. I can't. I thought that was Guda there for a second that was doing that. So never mind. I'll keep it to myself. So Guardian Marcus making his way down through here. Guda's going to pick up the same things: the wood helmet and the silver bonk.
Yeah, it's a thing to have them. At least you have some absorb on your misnamed light warrior. I do find it kind of ironic, kind of beautiful that Dead is the one who's still alive.
Tank is, tanking it up on the floor.
Yeah, Tank gets to inspect the floor while Dead gets to live.
So, already Guda proving that maybe going 3-man is a little bit better as far as levels concerned. Guardian Marcus just hitting level 5. Looked like Guda was level 6 or 7, taking a few battles along the way.
Yeah, and I don't hate it. It's a good play in my eyes.
Yeah. So, Guda getting down here, not really taking battles. I don't blame this play as well. Quicker to just run away from the battles, and the EXP isn't really worth it. Plus, in case you run into something unrunnable, like what we have here, you can go on ahead and use your resources on those unrunnable battles. Another thing I like that Guda's doing here is that Zap is on the Knight, and Fade is, of course, the white mage there. So, you have 2 different ways to do AoE here as opposed to keeping the Zap sword on the white mage.
Yeah, I do like that. The proper distribution of the resources.
Exactly. Said that way better than I was trying to get at it. So that's nice to see. This is why co-coms are a thing. Guardian Marcus here running into some unrunnable arachnids, and Guda picking up a katana. That is really nice.
Which, actually, looking at it, it looks like the Black Mage apparently had a plus katana blessing, because that showed up as, yeah, this is what can equip it, Ninja Black Mage. Too bad we'll never see a Black Mage here.
Yeah, Guda running into a situation here. I don't think anything's weak to time magic except for Chaos himself, so I am shocked here that Muck survived so many zaps. Unless it's got, ridiculous M-def that I'm unaware of.
Yeah. Muck's got the luck.
Yeah, so Guardian Marcus getting away from those scary werewolves. Here's some more of them. We know that they have cremate. We know these guys have ribbons, so at least their fighters will live if things get kind of crazy. Guda, the first person to the spike tile, gets the Sharknado spike tile.
Ooh, and a canoe out of it. All right, well, hey, congratulations, you're going to ice.
Hey, at least he remembered he had exit, so he can go ahead and get out of here.
Now, once again, this is probably a reason that I got knocked out of the tournament. I personally would have tried to take at least that first encounter, or at least toss the zap out with a hope.
Yeah. The Gersharks, I want to say, have pretty high M-def, so landing a zap would be kind of tough. And I think he only had 1 fade left. And you know how Fade's damage is. Sometimes you'll get sometimes you'll get 360, other times you'll get 80, and,
Yeah, Fade's damage is highly variable.
Yeah.
Just say it like that.
Yeah, just to say the least here. So Guardian Marcus is going to keep checking before going back to the canoe here. Ooh, Gargoyles with hold. That's a little scary, especially when it lands on your runner.
Yeah, but level 3 white magic, harm 3 and life 2. Level 4 white magic, entirely garbage.
Yeah, and the life 2 was night learnable, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Third slot? Yep. Ooh, boy, expensive houses tonight. 2,800. That's almost vanilla pricing.
Yeah. Oof.
Ooh, that's steel armor plus 4, though. I mean, it's a little on the costly side, but ooh, that is endgame armor.
Yeah, I do like picking up the cloth, though, because the cloth plus 4 goes from being 1 absorb to 9 absorb. So, it's kind of good.
And and Nuke at level 3. Hey, we've got a black magic that doesn't have entire garbage at a level. Weird.
Yeah. So that'll be good. Again, once we get the get the class change going, once we find the tail, get in the air, can go talk to Bahamut and stuff. Guda running into more of those cremate wolves. Had to reset out of the battle. Guda going the long way.
I can't blame him. I hate the river system and all the things in it.
And then I saw Quadex there, also ninja learnable there at level 4.
Yeah.
So, you know, a couple of options moving forward, again, once we get class change going.
Now, I think I saw guardianmarcus potentially sell that katana, because he had a big pile of cash, and I saw he was on the sell screen on the character who was holding the katana.
I mean, I don't blame the play. We have to, he still has 2 fighters up. So you don't really need to lean into the katana, especially if the ninja has, what, -10 strength?
-15 strength, but...
And it's not a huge thing. Strength isn't like a stat that matters too much, but it's still something that's probably on his mind.
Alright, and we've got the chime from the old men.
Yeah, so that means we are going to Ice Cave, whether we like it or not, or we're hunting down a loosened volcano.
Yep.
I do like this play.
Yeah, I do like Guda taking the time outside of Crescent Lake, checking to see what's around and trying to get some extra XP and cash.
Yeah, these giants are kind of big, and all they're good for is cash.
Yeah, but, you know, you're right outside of town, so hey, why not?
Yeah.
They're not hitting that hard either, and they don't seem to have anything that's, you know, absolutely violently bad.
Dude, already level 8.
Hey, plenty of nice and cheap
Yeah,
tents.
Yeah, I see what he's doing now. He knows he has no camping gear.
Oh my. Those gold +4s, though. Ooh-wee.
Yeah, that's huge. Actually, you know what's funny? This chain armor here, this -3 chain armor, is actually as good as the cloth +4. And significantly more expensive and a lot more evade penalty.
Yeah, it's a whole lot more useless.
Yeah, it's basically like a chain armor that's really rusty. It's been like hanging out at the bottom of the Chattahoochee River.
Yeah,
so.
it's chain armor that's not made out of steel. It's made out of, like, depleted uranium. And it's not even actually, like, nice, tightly woven chain. No, it's really big chain links. So it doesn't provide as much damage, or it doesn't provide as much absorb, because things just slip right through it, and it's just really heavy. It's just
awful.
Yeah, it's something you would see somebody wearing and go, why?
Yeah, what are you doing? All right, so both these guys doing the same thing. Gonna, try to see what the battles are right outside of here. Nothing great. Again, Giants only really good for the money. Obviously, you saw the kind of EXP that Guda got killing 2 of them. This battle's not great, but
yeah,
fine.
but
You can kill it with bait, I suppose.
Yeah, I think that they're probably going for some safety levels as well before having to go to volcano and or sea shrine, or volcano and or ice.
I knew what you were getting at.
Yeah,
sea shrine, ice, they're like the same place.
Yeah, it's both watery.
Yeah, exactly. Like one's water, one's frozen water, whatever.
Exactly.
Now, what I'd like to see, and what guardianmarcus is actually doing, is checking these other encounter zones, because there's 3 total in this area. There's one kind of right next to the city. There's one down kind of in the bottom left quadrant. And then there's one kind of in the top right area. I know I said quadrant, even though there's only 3 zones, but you know what I'm getting at, okay?
Yeah, section.
Anyway, section, thank you. This slice of pie here. So, guardianmarcus did find some peds, which, again, a little bit better than the Giants, in my opinion.
Yeah, there's a reason they're called EXPs. But Guda has just decided, alright, I'm done with this. I'm just going to go check Volcano, see if there's any good spike tiles, and see if there's any good loot.
Yeah.
Well,
so I kind of...
That's good loot.
Go on ahead. Yeah.
Flame Sword +3.
I'm kind of in a weird situation here, because you've got your guaranteed incentive item that's probably the ship, right? That's hanging out in Ice Cave.
Yeah.
But we know there's 2 loose, and it's a pretty good chance that the loose is either going to be one of the loose, if not both loose, are going to be either here or C.
Yeah.
So it's like, I see coming here, you're going to have to... You're in the river system anyway. You may as well swing by here and at least check, like, maybe a few chests for that loose item.
Yeah,
or at least some gear.
Yeah, hit up the armory. Well, there's another ribbon.
Yeah, just get a second ribbon. No huge deal. Yeah.
All right. Ooh, unrunnable waters on that spike tile, though. That's Ooh.
That's the kind of stuff, like, if you had a coral sword, the zap is really nice, too.
Yeah, if you had an ice sword, that would be great.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, these waters are kind of big, though. But
Yeah.
if you can get the zap to land, which we got one to land already, but yeah. Alright, that's all the fades already. Luckily, we found a house in here so we can exit out and throw a house down and be back in business.
Alright, well, there's a better weapon for the thief.
Yep.
Yeah, and some better armor, too. Nice Happy Pro Cape +1.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this.
And some pocket change.
There we go. Using the exit. Just use the exit. Use the exit. You can check the rest of the chest later. Exit and save. Let's see.
Yeah, no, he's gonna risk it. He's gonna go hit the hairpins. He knows the spike tile isn't that dangerous, so he's hoping to not run into anything nasty, though.
It's unrunnable, undead nonsense, and you've used all your fades.
He picked up harm 3 at level 3. Oh. Well, then that would explain, or that am good.
I mean, yeah, I would have definitely still cleared this stuff. I would have definitely exited out and saved first before coming through here. But yeah, stone touch landing on the exit caster through a ribbon.
Oh, no. White mage.
No ribbons.
White mage no get ribbon, but still, it's stone touch. You've got softs.
Yeah.
Okay, you've got a soft. Why did you leave without buying more softs, Guda?
Ooh, getting ambushed. You hate to see that when you have the thief in the front row. Luckily, we know mucks don't have anything.
Yeah.
Guardian Marcus going with the safer play of, obviously going in here and doing the incentive. So we'll see what this is. It could potentially be the floater. More than likely, it's going to be the ship, since we have the other piece of the puzzle, which is the canal.
Yeah.
But you never know. The key is required.
Yes.
So that's the big thing that is in Guda's corner right now. Not only finding a loose item, but finding a required loose item that can only be found anywhere besides what it blocks. It can't be in the key locked areas, but it can be anywhere else in the game. Here, Sea Shrine, Cardia Islands, stuff like that.
Yeah. Now, that being said, Guda did not check the bad hairpin. Which, I know it sucks to have to check it, but it's that could come back to bite him if there's actually something useful or important in there. That's a low probability, but I've seen stranger things happen.
Yeah, I've definitely seen 2 loose in Volcano plenty of times running these flags. Mm-hmm. And I've seen things important in that chest in this tournament. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure there was a cube or something like that, something that was very important in that chest for a runner. So I don't like the play either. I am very much the mind of Fizzle beef, in the sense that if I am in a place, I am checking all the chests, no matter how out of the way they are, until I have found both loose items, or until I have determined that I don't need the whatever loose item happens to be out there.
Alright, so Guda on the Agma floor, though, checking the chest next to the, first iteration of the Agma tile, finding a Brack Hammer.
Yeah.
Which, that's, it's the Thor Hammer reskinned, but still, Brack Hammer good.
Yeah, Brack Hammer's great. That in my mind with this party, I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, I have a cheeky way to kill Kraken and Tiamat.
Yep. Because Kraken and Tiamat, Tiamat is very explicitly weak to poison spells, and Kraken just doesn't resist them.
Yeah. And I guess just has low enough MDef to where, I guess Brack is already a pretty powerful spell on its own right. But has low enough MDef that it's still about a 25% chance of landing. And Brack is the more accurate of the 2 poison spells.
Yeah.
Bane about, 10%, and then Brack's closer to 20 or 25.
Yeah, something like that. Numbers are things that I don't quite remember a lot of the time.
Oof. So Guardian Marcus, I find interesting here, his thief has had 1 HP for a while, so I'm assuming this is something we are trying to do with this thief.
It could be that he is trying to save on heal pots and just gonna let the thief die and then cast a life 2 at it.
That's a good idea.
Or,
that's actually really smart.
Yeah, or it's just like, I want this thing gone. Oh, hey, Agama Tile is actually an Agama.
Yeah, was this game even randomized here?
I know, right?
I'm opening up with slow. Gonna land on the white mage without the ribbon, but I think we're fine. But that dragon sword doing dragon sword things on that Agama, I like this. Grab a couple of levels.
Yeah, no, I would probably bring myself up to level 13, 14 or so at least.
Yeah.
Maybe I'd even push 15 and, just... Okay, we got TNT out of Ice Cave. But anywho, maybe I'd hit 15 just to have the additional safety before going to Tri-Carry.
Now, here's the thing that I'm interested to see what Guardian Marcus plans on doing. Do you think Guardian Marcus goes to Volcano because we're in the neighborhood? Or do you think he goes and turns into TNT?
My own personal thought would be to clear Volcano because you're in the area.
Yeah. So we're about to see. Yes, we are.
Yeah, he doesn't have a ship. I mean, he might be heading back down to Crescent Lake for a restock, but no, he's...
Okay.
All right.
This is a good play on Guardian Marcus's side because we know what's here. We know there's another ribbon here. We know the key is here. We know there's a Brack Hammer or Dragon Sword, stuff that's going to be useful here. But wait a second. Secure 3? Are we, low on resources? What's going on here?
I don't know.
Do we have a save item?
He's got plenty of heals.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
He's
so...
probably just...
I wonder if he was trying to get the thief killed off and then focus on the fighters.
I mean, it makes sense because he sold that one katana. Granted, picked up a second katana in Ice Cave.
Oh,
but...
Jesus. If you listen closely, you can actually hear Guardian Marcus going, "Oh god, this pack again?"
Yeah. Yeah, I already saw it in Ice Cave. Was not happy to see it there. Definitely doesn't want to see it here. Ooh, and has Violent Touch out of one of them.
Yeah.
That's scary.
That's a fun time here. Alright.
Right, so
Guda
levels...
Go ahead.
No. You were going to say the exact same thing I was going to say, which is he's still level 16.
Yep. I wouldn't go much beyond this, though, because then you're going to worry about, or going to run into the area of, alright, I may or may not be getting spell charges, or getting full spell charges on my promoted characters.
Yeah.
Which...
And I would definitely want those considering what spells are where they are.
Yes, exactly what I was going to say. But yeah, that Dragon Sword putting in work on those Agamas, because dragons, lizards, whatever, same difference.
Yep.
Agama is slow happy too, which honestly is great for them, because, who cares if the white mage gets slowed?
Yeah. So Guardian Marcus clearing this room the way I typically clear it, which is through here, check the hairpin, then go back around and end at the, whatever that room is, the armory room. So we are going to see what's in this hairpin here.
Yeah, well...
So I'm excited to see that, because it, again, I don't want to wish will on anybody, or ill will on anybody, but at the same time, I'm like, man, I hope it's something that Guda needs.
Yeah.
Be the loot, please! But not really, don't be the loot.
Yeah, we want to see something else that gives, a more painful style of progression, because, because I'm not a good person, and, I like seeing people suffer. It's, Alright, looks like Guda got to level 18, is like, alright, I've had enough. Just some cash.
So, yeah, 1006, not really anything Guda's going to miss out on.
Yeah.
Guardian Marcus definitely doesn't need that money selling the first katana.
Yeah.
Guda is going to check this. Now, this is, I mean, again, I'm all for it because still got a loose out there. You never know.
Yep, and Guardian Marcus is giving us the song of his people, i.e. Poison Walk. Please, please cure the poison.
So, yeah, definitely going to go the 3-man route, but, keep the 2 tanks up. And then just hopefully run away from the things you don't want to deal with.
Yeah,
Otherwise, this can kind of slow you down.
I'm much more a fan of keeping the thief alive just because I like the improved run chance.
Mm.
And honestly, I mean, I do find myself to be very fond of the katana, just for the crit rate.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Guardian Marcus picking up the key here. So at this point, unless of course Key Locked is holding on to another loose item, more than likely that TNT that Guardian Marcus picked up is going to lead to some sort of progression here. Good on the right side here, pulling up our first Fiend battle. 4 hits, 56 damage out of that Dragon Sword. That's not very good. 3 hits, 62. We have no way to increase that damage out of those 2 weapons outside of crits. Luckily, that crit right there with the 3 hits, 124. Fire 2 coming out. That's scary because obviously the White Mage doesn't have a ribbon, and the White Mage has the best damage thing that could happen right now with Fade. So Fade's going to come out, 154. We have to do between 600 and 750, so we got a long ways to go. Well,
or not.
Did. Or not.
Yeah, I noticed Guda also was stacking up those ruse stacks on that White Mage, which I can understand against Carrie. You want to make sure that she doesn't pull a Kraken and tear your Lifecaster apart.
Yep. So Guda is going to leave the 1006 on the table. I hope in the back of his mind he's thinking to himself, hopefully nothing's in there. Yeah. Luckily this time nothing's in there, sir.
Yeah, he got lucky this time. All right, and it looks like Guardian Marcus has got his thief turned into a floor watcher and is going back in now.
Yep, so got everything we need out of there. I think got the second ribbon, I assume. We are going to pass through this place. So again, kind of out of order, but still doing a lot of the same things, still in step with each other here. I imagine by the time Guda's done an Ice Cave, Guardian Marcus will be done here, full clearing. His way down to Carrie, and then they'll both be out of their respective dungeons and heading over to turn in the TNT around the same time.
Yeah, I can picture Guda getting out a little bit quicker than Guardian Marcus gets out because Guda doing that grind. Unless Guardian Marcus also actually spends the time to do that grind, I'm sorry, I said I can picture Guardian Marcus Guda getting out, not Guardian Marcus. I can picture Guardian Marcus getting out earlier if he doesn't do the grind. It will be a riskier fight, though.
Market pointing out the thing you pointed out a while ago.
Yep. Yeah. Tank decided to take a nap, and Dead went, well, I gotta stay alive, I guess. And it's just, been like that, so... sometimes the fates have different ideas in mind.
Got some unrunnable Frosty over here on Guda. What crack! Luckily, we have 2 ribbons out there, and wow, did the White Mage...
Yeah, lucky White Mage as well. Yeah.
Oh.
Now, one thing that I do not like that Guardian Marcus has done is putting that dead thief second. Even if a thief is dead, you still kind of want to have him up front because you still get the bonuses from the heightened agility and luck. I mean, yes, it doesn't scale if you leave them as a corpse, but it still helps.
Yeah. Yeah, and, anything that you can ambush or doesn't ambush you is going to save you time. So typically, yes, you wouldn't want to have a dead person in the front slot, but with the thief, with the extra agility, absolutely. Always keep that thief in the front row, unless you're a level 42 black belt, and then it's quicker to have the black belt in the front slot because you can morale break things.
Yeah.
And it's quicker for them to run away from you than for you to, run away from it, I suppose.
That being said, you could always go, with the better option and go with a level 42 katana-wielding ninja up in front, but, I'm biased. I'm not a fan of black belts.
Yeah, Guda going old school there with the hold down B strats on that floor, because God knows I have fallen through one of those cracks plenty of times trying to get the incentive, and having to do, several laps around an ice cave always feels a little bad.
Yeah, you wouldn't think it, but there are a lot of banana peels on that floor in Ice Cave. A whole lot of them.
Man, there is nothing more frustrating in a race, especially if you're being streamed. Like you're in a 1v1, you got two commentators talking about it, and room full of people, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, let me just do a couple of laps around Ice Cave, see what this is all about.
Yeah, there's nothing less fun than lapping Ice Cave. Okay, I shouldn't say that. There are things less fun, like just doing Ice Cave, period.
Yeah. All right, so Demon Frog in chat. Yeah, we will not speak of it anymore.
Yes.
So I just want to thank everybody for hanging out with us, man. We are on RPG Limit Break. Gregory Pup here, hanging out with Hate the 13th. JLo7, our tracker tonight. Who's our restreamer?
It's just some other guy named Hate. I don't know.
Hate the 14th.
Yeah.
Just hanging out doing the restream.
It's the voices in my head, I guess. I don't know.
So before we go on ahead and continue thanking everybody for being here on RPG Limit Break, let's talk about what Guardian Marcus is doing. We got two fighters taking on Carry Out. Wow, 7 hits for... It wasn't a lot of damage, but I would have definitely puckered up a little bit on that 7 hits.
Yeah, but on the other hand, though, Guardian Marcus did hit a fade for 300 points of damage. Okay, 286 points of damage, which that is a significantly better roll than anything we saw out of Guda. And it looks like Guda stopped grinding because he was out of potions.
Yeah, no. Wow. Okay, so, yeah, Guda level 18. Guardian Marcus not that far behind at level 15 and didn't do the grind. So, Guda is a little bit ahead right now, only because, obviously closer to turning in the TNT than Guardian Marcus currently is, but they have all done the same things, cleared the same places, found the same loose key that was in Volcano, and I'm assuming Guda will be checking these key locks here, and Guardian Marcus more than likely will be checking key locks on the way to Dwarf Cave.
Yep.
So yeah, anyway, thanks again for joining us on RPG Limit Break, blah, blah, blah. Go on ahead, sorry.
And it looks like Guda actually picked up an extra pro ring for the corpse, I think. So maybe he's prepping it for, like, okay, hey, congratulations, you get to be an ablative meat shield come Topher. Ooh, harm 3 staff, that's something good for that white mage to have.
That's true. Cure 2, not too bad.
And the rest of it is nothing of note.
Guardian Marcus, use that exit. You gotta exit on the white mage, use it!
Yep.
That'll save you 3 seconds. 3 whole seconds. Dangwoo! Hanging out! Dangwoo making it to the round of 16. Getting through Krellin earlier today. Spoiler alerts.
Yeah, congratulations. Yeah, congratulations, Dang.
You know.
And it looks like Guardian Marcus is going to go check Astos' closet as well, because, why not? Whereas Guda coming on down here and going to loot the dwarves, because that's what they deserve.
I love that exit output.
Bunch of greedy jerks. Oh, well, Guardian Marcus is going to have to head right back down there.
That's fine. So look at this. What did I say? These guys are going to be hanging out, holding hands through Dwarf Cave.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, yes.
And a Brack shirt, too. You get a Brack, and you get a Brack, and you get a Masa.
Yeah. Guda Kraken, or Dangwoo. Hey, spoiler alert. Don't mind me, guys. Oh, by the way, he was a ghost the whole time, and they lived in the present era. Also, it was the plants the whole time.
Yeah.
Watch out for the grass.
Yeah, that Masa, man, that was a uprolled Masa. Ooh, boy. That
so
is
like greenest people. So, so here we go. We got 2 Astoses right here. Happening.
And it's a ship that Astos has.
Who called it? Where's the ship gonna be?
Yeah.
Where's the ship? Anybody help me out here. Where's the ship gonna spawn? Anybody?
Oh, this one? Yeah, no, this is gonna spawn down at Elfland.
Oh, he's so good. He's so good. The ship does spawn down in Elfland. You know why? Even though I think it's a shorter distance to the port next to Dwarf Cave, technically you wouldn't be able to get to Dwarf Cave because of the canal thing, whatever. So that's why it spawns down here instead of up there.
Yeah, it's just like Ice Cave spawns it at Provoca, whereas Volcano spawns it, well, at Elfland.
At Elfland, yeah. So,
same with the Sages spawning it at Elfland. Because everything spawns it at Elfland on the lower half of the continent, almost.
So, while everybody's kind of doing everything else that they're doing right now, before we get out of the Inner Sea here, I do want to go on ahead and point out what's going on here. We've got Guardian Marcus taking on Guda. Guda's the 15th seed. Guardian Marcus the 18th seed, both going 2-1 in their respective pods. Both have a win and a loss against each other, so this is our game 3. This will determine who goes on and takes on somebody in the round of 16.
Yeah, takes on insert competitor name here in the round of 16. Yeah.
In the round of 16, Guardian Marcus is going to check these 3 Topher chests that Guda did not check, so Guda's probably going to get out of the Inner Sea before Guardian Marcus, unless he obviously decides to do that. So anyways, that's what's going on here. As far as the party is concerned, you may notice they are running the same party. It is a goofy party, and the reason why they are running the same party that is totally goofy is we did a 4 forced. As you can see, we've got 2 fighters, we got a thief, we got a white mage. That white mage cannot hold pretty ribbons in her hair, which is unfortunate. You hate to see that. What was that? Was that the other loot? No, that was just a regular invis stick. Anyways, fighters, a couple of fighters, a thief with no strength but a lot of luck.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Fighter with a little bit of bonus vitality at the start, but black mage vitality growth. So,
But yeah, as far as the recap is concerned, you can see we've got a canal, we got a ship. We found a loose key, and where was that loose key?
That was in Volcano. Yeah, it was Volcano. It was the left hairpins, the left chest.
Yeah, those are the Dangwu chests, because he would check those. And then we do have a chime and an oxio, and to be perfectly honest, I don't even remember where we found it. I think the chime was the old men, and the oxio was from the royalty, but I could totally be wrong.
Oxiale had been handed down for 2,000 years, and nobody wants a scuba gear, or scuba suit that's 2,000 years old. So they just pawned it off on you, like, yeah, here's your reward. It's falling apart. It stinks. Have fun.
Yeah. So Guda did just sail right past Melman without translating the slab. Instead of Guardian Marcus, I guess they don't want to do that. That's fine. You can do it when you get in the air. It's not like you can do anything with it until then.
Yeah, no, no reason to stop on the Onrak or on the Melman continent. You don't have the ribbon. You don't have the rod. Ribbon. You don't have the ruby. You don't have the rod. Why bother?
Yeah. I do like to play both people. Again, these guys, they are so equally matched here. As you can see, Guda only like maybe 30 seconds ahead of Guardian Marcus going through ordeals, where Guardian Marcus is about to head into ordeals now, and as you can see, Guda is lost in ordeals. He has been in ordeals for, I know I said he had like a 30-second head start, but at least a minute and a half now.
Yeah. Oh, there he's through. He's through. Yeah, for me, every time I'm going through ordeals, I am constantly whispering to myself, okay, upper, near, 1, lower. Just whatever combination that it is, or, whatever it is that I find out at the time. Because if I don't, I will forget which ones I have gone through.
I do want to thank Extreme Dumbness here, first time chat, hanging out, saying some stuff to us. This is Final Fantasy 1 Randomizer. The game that you knew and loved way back when you were a kid, playing it on your NES with your buddies because it's the next best thing to D&D, and your parents wouldn't let you play in D&D for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. So this is what we're doing.
All right, well, there's Ruby. So let's see, that at least gives a reason to go to the Melman continent. I still might swing by and hit up Onrak and Sea Shrine first, because you're here, you can hit up the waterfall, see if there's anything there, get whatever you can out of the robot, and then potentially dive down, Bracken a Kraken.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't hate the play. What I do hate is not checking the caravan, because we haven't seen a vendor item yet that I'm aware of.
Yeah, he's probably going to check Onrak. He might check the caravan before he leaves this continent. I don't know, though.
So I think we talked about this earlier. We do like Guda's levels. We like the idea that he took battles on the Agama to get more levels, but we're at the point now where finding the tail, getting in the air, getting levels so that we have that life 2 for the knight, the tempers for the thief might not be a thing that we get a lot of.
Yeah, tempers and the nukes for the ninja would be great, but I don't see a huge amount of them coming out.
Yeah, because at this point we're at level 20. He's probably going to at least hit level 21 before we even get in the air and do the tail, which means we got to go to 25 to get 2 casts, or 23 to get 1 cast, you know, so... Yeah, things are starting to look a little grim, and just, you know, obviously the higher the levels, the less often they come, because you need more experience to get them. But you never know. I mean, he'll probably take battles along the way, and he is 3-manning it, so the levels will still be coming quickly.
Yeah, and who knows, Topher could have a whole bunch of rude unrunnable packs. Ooh, Saber Bonk from the robot.
I swear, I'm certain the robot gets the Saber Bonk every single seed. I'm not in the tournament. I chose to give my title away of champion this time around. So I'm not in this tournament, but I've practiced a few of these seeds, and I swear every time the robot has the Saber Bonk. I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand why.
Alright, well, the Oasis turned out to be a bump.
Yeah. So yeah, hate already answering the question for Dice Sushi, but I was going to say no.
Yeah, no, they opted, the only thing they wanted to spice the flags up with was the 4-forced. And I made sure that I wasn't going to do the same thing I did last night and accidentally roll a Sky 4 maze for them. Yeah, that may or may not have happened. I will confirm nor deny nothing.
Yeah. So Guda is going to go on ahead, and I do like the play of coming here. Now this is an interesting conundrum we're in. So we can go Kraken side, full clear down, looking for a second loose.
I still would have
Kraken.
I still would probably have checked that that first chest on the right side as well. Yeah.
Yeah. But do you check mermaids, or do you do the ruby turn in first and see where that leads you? That's always the question I have in my mind, because you go down there and you talk to the mermaids, and if it's nothing, like that's a minute you're losing.
Yeah, well, I personally would go down and talk to the mermaids, and I mean specifically talk to the mermaids and bubble them all, because, you know, as a member of Bubble Soda Company, I want to make sure that your soda is nice and carbonated. So I carbonate all of the mermaids as much as I can.
So he found something that he liked here. Oh, the stop sword. I like that.
And the defense sword reskinned with stop and given a +3.
The second bonus is here. So the fighter has a +10 to vitality, I think is what that is.
Yeah.
The thief has a +20 to MDef, and the white mage has a +40 to strength.
I will get that made a little more visible in just one moment here.
I'm pretty sure that's the only thing that can be +40 is strength.
No, 40 hit points.
Hit points? That was so close.
There we go.
Trying to get information from us, and I'm just messing it all up. I'm like, hey, here's the wrong info if you want it. So.
Alright, and it looks like Guda ran into something that did a little bit of damage, because he's having to chug a whole bunch of heal pots all of a sudden. Ooh, sea snakes that are unrunnable. Fun!
Yay! Hey, at least we got Zap and Fade, I suppose.
Yeah, Zap, Fade, Harm 3 for free.
Hey, at least they rolled down in HP. Typically, sea snakes have like 200 HP, or 400 HP, like every time.
Typically, they have too much bloody HP.
You see this thing Will Bloodworth's talking about? Your voice? You sound like Zenobian and Trenton. It's true. You do sound like Zenobian. I don't know Trenton well enough to know if you sound exactly like him or not, but there are definitely times I'm talking to Zenobian and I'm like, are you hate?
Well, you know, and looks like I think Guda ran into a 5-pack of ghosts, which were also unrunnable.
Lovely.
Yeah, no one likes ghosts.
Level 21.
Ghosts just, ugh.
Yeah, ghosts are the worst. It doesn't make, it makes sense because obviously it's the 4th ethereal ethereal? Is that what we're gonna call that?
Yeah, ethereal, ghostly, whatever.
Ghostly thing, and each one does more damage than the last, so it would make sense that they hit as hard as they do, but it's still so much.
Yeah, they
It's
have
still...
like their default strength is just so high.
It's so ridiculous. Like I remember as a kid, because they're unrunnable in the vanilla game too. You hate seeing them.
Yeah,
like, they're scarier than lobsters.
Yeah.
In the original game.
Oh my God, I know. And those lobsters, man, those lobsters were nightmare causing. But yeah, those ghosts. Oh God, those ghosts.
So yeah, both runners doing the same thing. Guardian Marcus heading down, Kraken side as well. Guda going through these fades, and oh no, luckily has the harm 3 stick on the white mage, so gonna try to conserve some fade charges here.
Yeah, swapped that zap sword for the harm 3 stick to at least save some resources.
Yeah, Guardian Marcus does not want that defense sword. Obviously, stop not like incredibly great.
Ooh.
But defense +3 is kind of good. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a viable sword, but you've got a Masa already. The other fighter can just sit there and swing nothing. Who cares? It's a second fighter. I mean, honestly, I really would have stuck with a thief, keep staying alive, but we'll see how it plays out.
Gouda finding really a whole lot of nothing that I saw aside from that defense sword that I just mentioned, +3. So in his mind, he's got to probably be thinking, oh man, I just cleared this whole area down here for nothing. See what my opponent's doing. Little does he know, of course, his opponent's, a floor behind him doing the exact same thing he's doing. So let's see how this goes here as we are bringing Tank up to, well, I guess tank it up, huh? Put him up in that front row.
Hey Tank, welcome to your new job as Ablative Meat Shield. Your job is to go up there and get killed.
So we are going to go Fade strats here. We do have a Brax shirt and a Brack hammer that we are not using. We're not opting for.
That is a bold move, Cotton. Yeah, okay, Kraken did as expected and just tore Tank apart. That Masa, though, is doing... Oh, boy.
Oh, White Mage is down. The Masa in the Thief hands, too. Oh, the Thief takes 3 to the chin, but stabs Kraken to death. It's fine.
All right, well, second orb lit for Gouda. He's got to go in and pick up that White Mage, though, now. Because, Kraken went, oh, look, there's somebody wearing white. I need to kill them. Now.
I know I have only a 12.5% chance of hitting this thing, but you know what happens every time?
Murder. Yeah, no, Kraken, Kraken can see white really well, apparently. Or see white mages really well, and just is like, yeah, you know what? You just get torn apart. Bye-bye, thanks.
Ooh, 5 hits out of that. Man, that katana damage is pretty good. Tank gonna get some levels. He's gonna keep Tank up. I guess he's perfectly content with the levels that we have right now, so may as well have 4 people up at this point.
I don't hate the play. It's you're gonna be wandering through here. He's found a couple of enough decent swords, and he's got a decent amount of armor. All right, I wonder if Gouda is going to bother checking TFC and TFC North, or if he's just gonna skip him. Yeah, looks like skipping.
No. Now, I will say it's actually, again, he can go back and watch this. It's quicker to clear mermaids first, then check these boxes later. Like after you clear mermaids, like come back through. Flame armor +1, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Not sure I'd go through the trouble of equipping it when I have a ribbon, but whatever, it's fine.
I think it's because he was rocking just plain iron armor and wanted something better.
He keeps telling himself that. So it's also quicker to go, check the incentive before doing. But whatever, it's fine. Gouda can do whatever he wants. He's the cheese master. He can do whatever he wants.
Come on, Bubbles, get in the way.
Out of his
Oh, Gouda!
Talk to Bubbles.
I am very disappointed. May your sodas be flat for that.
Yeah.
Remember, folks, if you see Bubbles, carbonate Bubbles. It's the responsible thing to do to ensure that you don't have flat sodas.
All right, so Guardian Marcus here on our left side is going to take on Kraken. Going with the Bracken strats, I again was saying that, yeah, that's definitely something you can do. And Kraken going straight for that back row, not even playing around.
Though Kraken also got hit for 600 points of damage by that fighter with the Masa. And, the Brack then lands, of course.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So Guardian Marcus taking down Kraken as well. Interested to see if Guardian Marcus is going to go and do what Guda's doing, or if he's going to just bank on the fact that we don't need mermaids.
Looks like fading mermaids or burning off encounters. Nope, this is a mermaid fade play.
Yeah, and as of right now, unless we've got TFC Reggae and TFC North, a thing, it's the right play.
Yeah.
It is the right play. So, gonna give Guardian Marcus a little bit of an advantage here to get out of here, because we only have one more chest that Guda can find a potential loose.
And if it is a loose, I mean, it could be big. It could also be potentially a ruse stick.
Yeah. And, I mean...
Which, actually, a ruse stick wouldn't be bad, but nope, it is just a pro ring.
Yeah, and he's going to go on ahead and exit out. So conceding a little bit of the lead going down to mermaids, but I don't hate the play either. It's like literally you're in the area, you may as well do it. I think Guardian Marcus takes a risk by leaving, but we've already found one loose, and we may not need the other loose depending on, whether it's the tail or the roost stick. Now, I think we need the tail here, personally.
Oh gods, yes. Yeah, no, tail, I wouldn't say is hard required, but very nice to see. All right, we are getting a big chunk of metal from the old man.
Yep. Guda finally checking the the caravan. Thank you for doing that. We know that the item isn't there, so it's got to be in Gaia at this point, right?
Yes, it has to be Gaia. And it looks like Guardian Marcus may or may not be going down to check the Titan's tunnel. Yeah, okay, good. He's going to go rummage through the Titan's closet and see if there's anything of import therein.
I mean, you may as well.
Yeah.
It's like 15 seconds.
Yeah, no, I've seen people get burned by it before, and there it is!
Wow, that's awesome! So that's both loose. We've got a Masa 2 ribbons. I think iron armor's fine. We know steel armor exists somewhere, so...
Yeah.
I think we're in pretty good shape. Guardian Marcus could stand to have a little bit more levels. Guda already has the levels, so I think that... Oh, there we go. We're in kind of no mode, at least over on Guardian Marcus's side. We'll see if Guda checks these boxes. I imagine he will as well, which means he'll also be in no mode with a few more levels. And Tank down.
Yeah, Tank got taken out back in Sea Shrine by some cremating sea trolls.
Hey, cremate again.
Yeah, a whole fat pack of wolves going, burn, 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 burn. Everybody burns.
Guardian Marcus remembering to turn in the... Nope, never mind. Can we do this loud?
Well, that was a whole lot of nothing at level 5 white magic.
Yeah, it's like... That's almost as bad as Vanilla White Magic level 1. Actually, sorry, Vanilla White Magic level 2. At least White Magic level 1 has ruse.
Yeah. Well, silver +4, that's not bad. Not that great, especially since you know that there are gold +4s for 10k. And you're sitting on 148k. You can afford... Yeah, okay, Guda's getting that bottle.
Yeah, so Guda gonna get the second loose here in the bottle. So, as of right now, it's still a very close race. Even though I know that Guda did clear Mermaid, losing a little bit of time doing that, Guda still has the level advantage. So, it's literally anybody's game at this point.
Yeah.
But man, both these runners are playing so well.
All right.
And that's our third hooray. That's our fifth hooray. How many hoorays are we getting out of the Guardian Marcus?
Enough to remind you that the Hooray Dwarf is stuck in a purgatory of only being able to say one word. Just keep saying hooray no matter how much pain he's in. Saying hooray while crying, just, hooray!
Put him out of his misery is Goat's Pirate, right? Gotta explode him.
Well, yeah, that's a little excessive, but
Turn him into one of those monsters from The Thing. Watch him just... Anyway, so Crabcakes has a question in chat. Is this a draft or forced?
This was forced. They did this to themselves.
Yeah, it's the only way I would expect this to happen is you got to do it to yourselves.
All right.
So Guardian Marcus, our first runner in the air. I don't care if you're talking. I'm cutting you off anyway. 56 minutes.
Yeah, no, I was about to make that same statement, but also Guardian Marcus doing the play of just the smart thing of like, okay, you've got the bottle, you release the ferry, and then you just head down south directly from where you get your airship, and congratulations, you're right in front of Gaia.
And, yeah.
There's the rod.
There's the rod. So now we're at the point now where the slab is going to either turn into the loot or the roost stick
or the tail.
Yeah, or the tail, because we still have the bottle.
Or the crystal. Okay, so we've got
crystal
the
and herb.
So yeah, we still have a bunch of fetch quests to do, and... So we can see either the... excuse me. Well, we've got both the tail and the roost stick as the terminal items left still.
Yeah, and then we still have the cube out there.
Yeah, so I'm expecting that we're probably going to get the cube from... thinking maybe the herb turn-in? Yeah, there's the crystal.
Nice.
And congratulations, you're heading back to the, well, southern continents? You know, probably by way of going north, because yay, round world.
So, Crab Cakes again in chat, just kind of pointing out, man, this looks like a super close race. You have no idea. Like, obviously you have an idea you're watching right now that these two runners are basically doing the exact same thing, each other doing stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever I'm trying to say, the words. But let's start at the top here, man. They killed Garland. They zapped Garland down because he got a zap sword like pretty early on. We ended up in a situation where the loose item was in Volcano, which was the key, and the ship was kind of the last thing that we found in the Inner Sea to get them out of there. Went to Ordeals.
Yeah,
Ordeals was the ruby.
All right, there is the tail from the crystal. So, so that means that we are going to see the ruse stick, and that's going to be in Sky.
Yep. So the only thing that these guys could have done quicker, I suppose, is they could have turned in the ruby when they got it out of Ordeals to get in the air quicker. But both runners, once they got the ruby, decided to go to get the Saber Monk from the robot. Full clear C for no reason whatsoever. And there we go, Guardian Marcus in almost go mode. We just need to get the cube out of Earth Cave.
Yep, cube's got to come from Earth, and we're going to have to see the roost stick.
Will be in Sky.
Yeah, which is honestly one of the better places for it because it's just a few steps out of the way, and there you go. You get your roost stick. You don't have to do the walk down to Lefane to get it. God, I hate doing that walk.
Yeah, it's pretty awful. Yeah, having the slab and then the bottle at the same time, and already having the slab translated, yeah, it's great to not have to... There's nothing worse than doing, like, the bottle
doing the slab translation.
Then the slab translation, then back down to...
Yeah, no, honestly, I think one of the worst things is running into, or getting the slab from the ferry. Like, yeah. When I'm running, I hate seeing the slab come from the ferry. When I'm commentating, I love seeing it because I'm not a good person.
Yeah, and both ribbons were free, by the way, Crab Cakes. The first ribbon we found in Matoya's Cave, like literally the 5th chest we opened in the entire game. And the second ribbon was in Armory, and these guys were full clearing Volcano for that loose key. So... And yeah, exactly. That's exactly what we were thinking. The only thing that kind of stinks about it is the White Mage cannot equip the ribbon, but we do have wall at level 2?
Level 2 wall, level 2 life 2.
Yeah.
Or was it level 3? Either way, it's
level 3 life 2.
Yeah, it's in a slot that Knight can learn. That's the important bit.
Alright, so here we go. Everybody doing everything. Guda did not do class change yet, but has the tail. Just hadn't done it yet. But Guardian Marcus has done the class change. Gonna go on ahead. They're both in Earth Cave. We know for a fact, based on the tracker notes, that the cube has to be in Earth 4 somewhere, and the roost stick will be in that Sky incentive. So I don't imagine these guys are checking many more boxes outside of
outside of the stuff. Room. Yeah, Earth 4 is the only chests I expect them to check for the rest of this game. Yeah. If they open anything else, it will be because they're trying to find Excal or Vorpal or something else.
Nice. Ancestral Kid here, first time chatter here on
RPG Limit Break.
Limit Break, yes, exactly. Hey, thanks. Yeah, I like our Final Fantasy as well. We're doing Final Fantasy 1 Randomizer. This is our Spring Tournament 2022. Guardian Marcus taking on guda632. They are both 1-1 in our round of 32 so far. So whoever wins this race will go on to the bracket of 16, and we'll take on insert person's name.
Yeah, we'll take on runner name goes here.
I should look at the actual bracket here, which I do have in front of me, and they will take on the winner.
All right, there is the cube. Third chest in Earth 4.
Yeah, so they will have tough competition as they will take on the winner of Fryteeth and Phoenix 29. Fryteeth up 1 game right now and is our 2nd seed. Also the runner-up of Spring Tournament 2021. So,
yeah,
kind of good runner there in the Fryteeth. So we'll see how that goes. Already up a game against Phoenix 29. But yeah, that's who they will be taking on.
It's kind of a shame that Guda went for those chests as opposed to the other chest first.
Yeah.
But, you know, it makes sense generally. That's most of the time how I will do it, unless I'm actively checking spike tiles, in which case I'll check that chest first, and then I'll just walk on over and hit the spike tile.
Yeah. Yeah, I typically clear that floor that exact same way. I always check the two... The chest that has the cube in it this time is the last chest I check in that room, typically. But yeah, both runners, one runner just one floor across the or ahead of the other, and here comes speed bump number 1. Fire sword to the face, Masa to the face,
and down it goes. Bye bye.
It was nice knowing you.
Yeah, carpet got cut to ribbons.
Yeah. So Guardian Marcus here in go mode, and yeah. Guardian Marcus in go mode, 1 hour, 3 minutes, 3 fiends down, just needs to go bum rush Tiamat and decide how we want Tiamat dead. Do we want a statue, or do we want to slice and dice him? And wow!
Why not both? You've got the Brack hammer, the Brack shirt, Masa, you know. Yeah, you've got all of the available ways to do it. And
yes.
Yeah, no, and also we gotta, you know, hope that we see our robot chicken overlord.
Right, Vampire, I guess it has to be unrunnable here because we are taking it down. Guda going down to class change.
Gonna turn in his rat tail papers and get grown up.
Yeah, no, so this is the other thing we talked about. We only have 1 dungeon left. Guda has to take battles in this dungeon to get life 2, to get temper. I mean, I know we have a saber blanc, so it's not like the end of the world if we don't have temper here, but it's still like we need even more levels, and we're 23. He needs to at least get to 25 to get two more casts of life 2 on those. Well, no, sorry, 1 more cast of life 2 because he only has the 1 fighter up.
Yep.
And we cannot put a ribbon on that white mage. That is not a thing that can happen.
Alright, but Guda at least got that katana for that ninja, whereas Guardian Marcus's ninja is currently inspecting the floor very, very closely.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you need to see what's going on. Like, you can't just have everybody swinging swords and throwing fades at things. You need somebody to make sure that the floor is safe.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta have a trap finder. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the geomancer of the party. Making sure that you don't get damaged by stuff and fall in trap holes.
Well, you know, the easiest way to use a floor inspector as a trap finder is you just have a long stick attached to them and you just push them along the floor, and when the trap springs, it's just, you know, it's whatever it hits them, it doesn't matter.
Right. There were double so I don't need the second. I already sold a katana. I'm throwing this katana on the floor. I don't need 2 of these.
That is a bold move.
Some move for sure, but I do like it. I mean, because obviously we're not running Thief anyway. Who cares? We don't need all that stuff. Where we're going, we're Zap 2 and rock columns.
But still, I mean, having a weapon for, like, having a katana even for a thief that, you know, you could bring up at any time. Yeah, it would be hitting under level, but it's still something. It's still damage.
Yeah, so Will Bloodworth, our resident thief user in chat, yeah, his soul is dying a tiny bit here. Devious RNG in chat, also in Spring Tournament, hanging out with us.
Yeah.
JLo, our tracker, keeping us up to date, knowing what's going on.
Oh!
Temper!
Yeah.
That's huge! I would not have even bothered checking this, so I love the greed check here, and it works out. We got a dragon
armor! Oh my goodness. I mean, it's -3, but still, he's rolling ice armor -3 on one of them.
Yeah, but this is incredible. Not only do we have a temper, we've got the Saber Monk, so that negates one of the temper charges that we were worrying about on the thief that he doesn't have, and Guda is walking right past those boxes, and now we have a foot race through Sky.
And huzzah, I didn't accidentally leave Sky Maze on.
Oh, well, thank God for that. And Guardian Marcus getting more levels, level 23. I am certain that's where Guda's at right now and didn't have to do a grind earlier in the game.
Yeah, I didn't see exactly what Guardian Marcus's level's at versus Guda's levels, but yeah, we're going to see this real soon.
Yeah. Guda, what are you... Guda, are we eating nachos? Do we have to eat these?
No.
I guess, like we talked about, he needs the life too. He needs the things. You can't just go ribbonless white mage.
All right, level 24 for Guda right now. All right,
Yeah,
are we going to see a robot chicken? Come on, robot chicken. Come on, robot chicken. Come on, we've got 2 options. Come on. Come on.
Guardian Marcus, just completely nothing for us. Does not care about your need for War Mac.
Does not respect the robot chicken overlord. All right, we've got Brack Swing Brack, as anticipated.
Man, 5 hits. Oh, what is it? Like noodle bites out of Tiamat there? 5 hits, 52? Yeah. That is a dead Tiamat. First turn Brack and taking him down. Guardian Marcus has all 4 orbs lit at 1 hour, 8 minutes, 32 seconds. This is insanity here as Guda running into unrunnable sorcerers, but kind of needs the levels in order to get the life 2 and all the other stuff. I think Guardian Marcus still needs to pick up those spells, though. I don't remember him going.
Yeah, Guardian Marcus has not picked up the magic yet. I imagine he's probably heading that way right now, given that he's headed north.
Yeah.
Yep, heading right on over towards Elfland to get that life 2.
Get the life 2, get up. Okay, go. All right, everything's fine. Having a moment there. I was like, please.
Yeah.
Like I know you have wall on the white mage, but please, it's so important. There we go, life 2. All right, everything's good. Yeah. Crisis averted.
This is fine. Now, I would also still probably go pick up Wall and Ruse on the Knights. I would, or at least pick up Ruse on the Knights.
Yeah, I think we only have 1 cast, so no. Plus, probably feels behind doing the C play, even though Guardian Marcus did not do Mermaid side, still did it. Still, did that instead of getting in the air, so probably feels behind because potentially Guda could have gotten in the air significantly earlier. And speaking of, Raging Notches hanging out with us.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having I would not mind having a Kraken statue, at least, a nice detailed one. I would want one that was at scale, though, because a full-size Kraken statue, I wouldn't have any place to put it.
Yeah. Isn't that how they kill the Kraken and Clash of the Titans? With the Medusa head?
Yes, I believe so.
I'm pretty sure.
Ooh.
Run away from... Reset your game. Dude, what are you doing?
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
even...
Yeah,
yes,
okay,
please.
good.
Yeah, do not entertain them.
Guda, where are you going? Oh, he's going to go pick up Cure 4, I think. Heal Pots and Cure 4.
King of Mischief 77 rating us with a party of 2. Thank you so much. Jesus the Frog hanging out with us in chat as well. Guys, we are near the end of this game 3 versus Guardian Marcus and guda632. We have 18th seed versus 15th seed. Both runners went 2. Oh my lord, these bad men. Please stop.
All right, and Guda is actually remembering, oh yeah, I need to go pick up life. I should do that.
Yeah, you should. That's a good idea.
And grabbing Nuke because, why not?
You got 1 cast of it.
Yeah.
Maybe you can nuke down those unrunnable bad men. Come on, Chimeras, why are you annoying? Just stop.
Why are they annoying? Because they're chimeras. It's kind of what they do.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you got like a bird, lion, dragon-headed thing. They're just dumb.
Yeah, I'm
Right,
not
so
gonna.
Guardian Marcus, can we get off this floor? Sorry.
No, I was going to say, I'm not gonna lie. I see the chimeras, and there's part of my brain that just sees them in a way that is not their normal design, and it looks kind of like a goat. Like
See that?
a goat with a silly hat.
A goat with a silly hat and like a boa
Yeah.
going around.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, this is... I know that's not right, but I can't help but see it.
All right, so we got both runners in Topher right now. This is wicked close, as somebody from the 1990s would say. We're wicked close here. This is a gnarly race.
All right.
It's a nail biter.
As expected, unrunnable Badman. Let's go for a nuke.
Yeah, why don't you just waste that one nuke charge that you have instead of resetting out of that Guda? Go on ahead. Yeah, throw a fade out there too while you're at it. Hey, at least you have it. You don't have to reset out.
All right.
Guardian Marcus taking on speed bump number 2. You call it.
All right, we've got a whole lot of nothing out of that ninja because why not? And swing and a swing and a harm 3, 5 hits 320, 4 hits 135, zap. All right, well, no, wow, zap not actually landing on Lich 2 surprisingly enough. Harm 3 doing 104, which was enough to kill that speed bump. The end.
The end. I love it. Saracen GG and Chad hanging out with us. Letting us know about the derpy face. I'm pretty sure that's the goat face.
Yep.
The derpy.
Yep.
Alright, so Guda, floor behind Guardian Marcus, probably going to do a lot of the same things that we saw Guardian Marcus do. Guardian Marcus is on the way to carry 2. Going to stop real quick, heal up. I like it.
All right, Tag, you're it for this one.
Alright, so we got Zap coming out. You may as well throw the Zap out. It's not going to do anything, but if you get a cheeky Zap to land, then that's fine. Throwing the Temper out there on Death. Fade coming out, doing Fade things at 160. Zap does not land. No shocker there. 5 hits, 377. That is a dead thief doing its job. Gotta love it when a thief does its job. When a plan comes together. Waiting around 4 hits. 281. That's not a lot, but Fire 2 is going to come out and do a lot of Fire 2 things. Harm 3. Zap may take out the White Mage. Does not, thank the Lord. And 3 hits, 175, 157, whatever.
Hey, not a
That's
lot.
That's a dead carry.
All right, and we've got carry 2 up on Guda's side. We got a swing and 91 from Tank. Swing from Dead, 4 hits, 251. Fire 2 coming out. Probably going to do a bit of damage to the White Mage, but that's about it. Swing from the Katana, 5 hits, 235, 2 critical hits. Fade. 284, down goes carry. Ooh, that's not a pack you like seeing on Marcus's side, though.
Yeah, luckily they are runnable, so able to get away from it. Lily? No. Lily. Down. Guda's caught up in the hallway. They are holding hands through this floor. This is insanity. I never thought Guda could catch up, but here we are here. The power of the thief.
Mm-hmm. This is why ninjas are good.
Power of the thief.
Fight, 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 and a fade. Smash! Tank gets crushed.
Kind of what you wanted to see?
Yeah, and a Tank did its job. Not doing a whole lot of damage there. You're gonna need to do something else. Right. Stun. Didn't land. Good. And 231 on that Kraken there. Oh my goodness.
We got Ruse coming out on the other side. Brack and Zap coming out. Stun lands because he's got less than 300 HP.
Yep, and Guda dropping Kraken too, and having to burn a couple of Life 2 charges, but whatever, that's what they're for.
Yep, so more Tempers coming out here. The Massa swings, 2 hits, 175. That's no good, but Fire 3 is definitely better than getting hit a lot for a lot of damage. More Tempers coming out, more... Oh, Harm 3. I thought that was Brack there for a second. Fire 3 is going to take out the Thief here. I will call, or you can call Guda's battle when this one's over. Big ol' hit out of that Masamune. I imagine this is going to be it here for Kraken on Guardian Marcus' side. You go on ahead.
All right, and we've got T-Mat just doing a little bit of chip damage there. 3 hits, 75 from Tank. Fade coming out, doing medium roll, not that bad, not that good. 4 hits, 57, come on, you're going to need some time for that. Swing from the Nasa, 4 hits, 80. This is an absorbent Tia. You're going to need to do something about that, Guda. Fade, 121. Swing, tickle, tickle for 3 damage. 5-5, come on. You've got temper. You've got swirl coming out. Doing a good amount of damage to that white mage. That's yeah, it's gonna be a problem here. You've got the saber bonk. You should be using it. Though, ink coming out from Kraken, because it's a little bit frayed. Harm 3 coming out, 74 damage, not that much. 4 hits, 90 damage. This is entirely a chit battle here, I am not gonna lie. Oh man, 3 hits, 3 damage. Oof. 5 hits, 91. Inferno! Burn, burn, burn. Really burn that white mage. 5/8, 188. Managed to chip down that Tia 2. Making use of that life charge.
One solitary life 2 charge there. Guda barely made it. No, I wouldn't say barely. Definitely made it through that Tia, but it was quite a long, knocky draggy as they call him here. 5 hits, 876 coming out of that Masa. Holy moly. And that's going to be a dead Tiamat there. 5 hits, 533. We're going to see a couple of chaoses here in literally minutes as Guardian Marcus just needs to run away from this battle.
All right, looks like we had a fight. We got a ruse. We got a tornado from Chaos. Ooh, rolling high on that, on the big fighter there. Test swing, 2 hits, 2 damage. Not surprising. 5 hits, 107. Well, it's better than nothing. Ruse on the white mage as well, and we're going to get another ruse there. And are we going to get more ruse here? Or are we going to get something useful? No, we are going to get more ruse, I guess. Swing, 70 damage. Okay, so Chaos is a little bit evasive. Cure 4. Good to see it early, though.
Yeah.
2 hits, 82. 2 ruse stacks on dead and white on that side. Oh, man.
Yeah, this Cure 4 is going to give Guardian Marcus the advantage because of the Tempers and the Sabers, but go on ahead. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no, I was actually just looking and noticing that Guardian Marcus also going for some X-For strats there. Because, gonna see if he can do something cheeky.
I mean, may as well try.
Yeah.
Chaos killing that poor thief in the front row.
I'd say I'm surprised, but that would be a lie. Oh, Nuke out of Chaos! Dropping the first 2 and putting everybody else on their knees.
Man, luckily the Cure 4 does come out.
Ooh, boy. All right, we've got a swing. 3 hits, 329. Lightning 2, 82 at the most. Not a whole lot. More sabers needed. No more phase left. All right, gonna go for the Harm 3 stick. I like the Harm 3 stick over the cast because, well, it's a lot quicker. Got some more sabers and more Harm 3, Fire 3 coming out. I hope that you remembered to save a charge for wall. Oh, man. That Temper Gauntlet making a difference. All right, Nuke coming out. Ooh, getting a bit close there. All right, we got Drinky strats on Guardian Marcus' side. All right, and 4 hits, 8, 7. We've got Guda taken first with a dead Chaos. Coming in at 119.25. Get your GGs out in chat for him.
Wow, and Guardian
my.
Could not have been but like 10 seconds behind that.
9 seconds, actually. 119.34. GG's to our runners. Holy crap.
Wow. They finished 10 minutes ago, because we did have the time delay here. So they should be joining us here momentarily and broadcast booth if they want to talk to us. If they don't, then I totally understand that. We'll allow it.
But yeah, no, that was...
Here we go. We got Guardian Marcus and Guda in chat with us. Hey, what's up, guys?
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
At one point I felt really, really slow during the seed. I'm like, the seed is very straightforward. Feel like I'm going slow. I don't know what's going on. Like my fingers aren't working. And then I got into at like 110. He didn't finish, and I'm like, all right, I guess I'm not super slow. Oh man! And then I tuned in, after we finished, and his reset out of the bad men made the difference, 100%.
Yeah, those unrunnable bad men kind of sucked.
I saw nothing out of him because I just nuke faded him, but that was the difference because I got a hero run through C.
Yeah, Yeah, well, and also when you did run into the party platter, you got initiative on it, so you could run from him a little easier because you had a living thief.
Yeah, if Katana would have rolled up like +4, I would have solo ground the thief up to like 42 and just black belted him because he does so much damage. Where in the heck was a temper bonk, by the way?
Sky 3 greed chests.
Oh, that would because if I had the temper bonk, that would have been probably like 30 seconds faster because that Tia sucked.
Yeah, you were Tia was like stabbing a gummy bear for you.
Right? 5 hits, 5 damage. Let's go.
Yeah.
Marcus is here though, man. GG. That, I mean, after last week, we had it hyped up, and this lived up to the hype, man. 10 seconds. Yeah. Whew.
Yeah. This was.
Holy crap.
This was a good race. I'm really quite impressed with the run you guys both put in. So, speaking of that, go follow the runners if you were entertained by them, because a race like that, no, I personally think they deserve the follows. Do it. Yeah. Do it now.
We like the follows.
But yeah, that was a really good race out of both of you.
Where did I'm assuming just based off of what I looked at, Marcus, you went fighter, white mage as like your mains?
Yeah, I pretty much dropped the thief and volcano. Once I saw that fast and roll to the black magic 1 to 4.
Okay.
I said, fighters have luck, good enough. I know there's initiative bonus, but honestly, the thing that costed me was I got karma. I had some spite for hate, and that's what cost me the race pretty much.
Yeah.
Non-guardian. And guardian hate non-hate. Gotta love it.
Well, you just left the Hooray Dwarf alive, and you just left him living in his eternal suffering. So
Oh no.
Yeah, that's
gonna. Yeah. Too many Hooray Dwarfs. I think we talked to half as many, and it makes up the 9 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely. I know. Once I saw that, I was like, well, I get what I deserve, man.
I mean, we appreciate it. Because that Hooray Dwarf, he says hooray.
He does say hooray.
He says hooray, but one thing is that they can't show you the anguish and the tears stains running down his face. Anywho, no, this was just a great race, though.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I had some questions for you guys, but I mean, you saw the last 10 minutes, which was like kind of the stuff I would ask most about. As far as like the beginning of the game, yeah, I could be like, hey, so you had things to do in the inner sea, woohoo! It's like everything kind of steered you in the directions that you guys need to go. The only thing that would have made any sort of difference really is like potentially turning in the ruby early and getting the adamant and getting in the air quicker. But
finding the last loose in Titan's Tunnel, because that would have stopped my full clear of sea. But I mean, you're right there. You can't go chasing Sarda when you got Kraken to kill. I mean, I like my calamari, so
yeah. Well, it
just didn't make any sense.
Speaking of Sea Shrine Guda, I'm very disappointed in you that you left Bubbles alive too.
Yeah,
I know. So apparently, I haven't been in the community like for the last year, and I'm just like missing things because I like Bubbles. Whenever she gets in my way, I take her out. Same with the legendary chick. Like, yeah, you're legend. Oh, like get out of my freaking way. I just want my gosh darn chests. But I mean, if they're not in the way, just let them live in their eternal suffering in their little chest area.
As a representative of the Bubbles Soda Company, that's where my disappointment comes in from.
Oh, you need her to go back to work. My bad.
No. We need the carbonation.
Gotcha.
But
Yeah.
honestly, though, I mean, I don't begrudge either of you. You know, you got to have your memes. You got to have some stuff to keep the things alive and make people giggle.
Yeah, I mean, Guardian Marcus is too good of a runner for me to go out of my way to try and like slay innocent people. Um, as a side note, did you guys know there are 2 out of bounds bats in Waterfall?
Can be, yeah.
Yeah. I found that out in one of my practice races. I've been playing this game for like 3.5 years, and I did not know that there were 2 out of bounds bats.
Yeah, I've seen them a couple of times. It's not common, but you know that just means it's extra blessed.
Yes. But yeah, so this really, I don't even know what to say. I have to go back and watch this and see kind of where things happened and what the difference was. I mean, I know a couple races ago, Marcus faded Mermaid side, so I don't know if he did that again this time.
He did. Yeah, he managed to avoid that.
That was huge.
Yeah.
Yes.
Still.
So pretty much like, I'm sorry. Go on ahead, Guardian Marcus. It's like you got the room to talk, and then I'm talking over you. Go on ahead.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You're a legend in my eyes, so I don't.
Oh my god. Stop. Stop.
No, I was just gonna say that that even though like obviously something went wrong for me if Guda didn't if Guda cleared C and I didn't and I still was behind, so I have to watch too to see what I screwed up at.
I wouldn't say he screwed up anything, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
Gouda was like maybe. I would say Gouda was like a minute ahead of you just on execution alone, leading into Sea Shrine. And then you were ahead at that point because he cleared Mermaid side. And so you were like pretty much ahead until Topher. And then he caught up mainly maybe because of the thief having a better run chance and getting away from battles that you weren't able to, but I didn't see you fail a lot of runs, so that could be wrong. I don't think it was the bad Gouda says it was the bad men. Maybe I would have reset out of the bad men too because they're unrunnable, and you didn't have the nuke charge, and it would have taken you at least 2 rounds to fade those things down. So
yeah, no, resetting out of that horrible pack was something that I would have done as well. I mean, it was a completely understandable thing to do.
And so for Gouda, it made sense to kill him because the nuke charge and the fade charge, and so
the mental math on it. I'm sorry, Greg. I gotta put in here just for a second. The mental math on that super long run. Like I didn't hard reset basically the entire seed because I was trying to figure out exactly where that long run was. And when I got into Topher, I realized I'm like, that long run's probably going to be somewhere in the middle of seafloor. And that just comes from running way too many seeds and having no life. But like knowing that, I'm like, I didn't want to reset out of it because then, as you saw on the restream, Guardian Marcus ran into a lot of enemies in on the seafloor.
Yeah, but I mean, I really don't think that there's anything that you could have really done differently. I mean, obviously, you can go back and watch it, just some of the cleaner menuing out of Gouda just from playing the game a little bit longer, the quicker decision making, but I don't know. It was a damn close race, and I know I said that word, but I think you can say that on this. Plugs will come after me if I'm not allowed to say the D word.
Yeah.
I'm glad that there was a 10-minute cooldown because I was gonna walk in here and start chanting ECW, except it was gonna be holy ECW.
Holy. Yeah, so but no, you guys did an awesome job. Gouda, you're moving on to the round of 16, which is better than you did last year, man. Who took you out in the round of 32?
Chaos. Chaos took me out in the round of 32 for about 45 minutes while some doofus named Gregory Puff walked in with a 42 black belt and kicked his butt. I mean, who else? I mean, it's gonna live in infamy, a 45-minute lead blown because I don't know how to freaking kill Chaos. Good stuff, man.
So Guardian Marcus, this is your second spring tournament, right? I think I remember last year you didn't make it to brackets, but this year you did 2-1, made it to the round of 32. You would put up a heck of a run against Gouda. going 1-2 in this. How do you feel about your spring tournament this year versus last year?
I mean, obviously, this is great for my confidence just to make it this far.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, last year I did sneak in on the last chance qualifier, but then when I was losing 15 plus minutes, so it wasn't. I didn't feel competitive, or at least I could say I was competitive. Obviously, I'm disappointed that I had two chances to go ahead this time and to get into round of 16, and what didn't work out for me.
You
But
know what?
overall, I'll be able to look back on it and be proud of my how that I'm improving still.
Well, and
Yeah.
honestly, the fact that you two were trading lead back and forth throughout this race entirely, that in itself was impressive enough. And I think it was really impressive, really impressive run from you. So I think you have nothing to be ashamed about here. Like, you put in a great fight, or put up a great fight this time. And just,
Yeah.
a couple of, if RNG had gone just a little bit of a different way, you could have been the one who finished by 9 seconds. So,
Yep.
I mean, this was a fantastic match out of the both of you.
Yeah. Any final thoughts, Guardian Marcus, before I move on to Guda and his moving forward?
Yeah, I just want to thank the spring tournament committee for putting the tournament together and organizing it all. They take a lot of abuse at times, but they're they're great people, and so I just wanted to give them a thank you. Thank you to you, Gregory Puff, Hey 13, JLo for tracking. Just it's a heck of a tournament, and I always have to give thanks to the race crew, and especially Danny, who really runs it all, and we'd fall apart without her. So thank you very much, and hopefully, I can do well again next spring tournament.
Thank you. Guda, this is your fourth spring tournament? Is that right? You did
Sounds right.
2019, 20, 21, 22?
Yeah, I showed up with the ship.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You showed up in my first spring tournament, which was 2019.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
we're at bracket of 16. Have you made it this far?
No, I have not.
Yeah. So how
I
does
don't.
that feel? You're going up against the runner-up of. Oh no, we don't know that yet. You're going up against the winner of Fry Teeth and Phoenix 29.
I thought Fry Teeth won
He did.
2.
If he did win two, he won his second game earlier today, and I just didn't know.
Oh, okay. I thought that the second game was yesterday.
Either maybe it had been, and they didn't update it on the bracket. I'm just looking at the sheet, so I can blame Dark Moon if I'm wrong.
Yeah, it's probably Darkmoon's fault. Blame him. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, I'll blame him.
Yeah,
It's no
because
big deal.
let's see, what do we got? I'm just checking things out here real quick. Maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Mm,
No one
But
knows.
yeah, the winner of Fry Teeth.
Oh no, Freddy's
Yeah,
like, yeah, I did win. Okay. Hey, Dark Moon, if you're watching, can you like update the thing so I don't sound stupid? Thank you.
yeah,
yeah,
it
Thanks,
looks like
Stu.
looks like Fright Teeth took game 2 on Sunday, so just
yeah.
got a little
So
out of date.
in prep for this, I took that
Okay.
that game that Fry Teeth and Phoenix did, where Fry Teeth won by, spoiler alert, very very close race, and I'm gonna go back and watch it. But then both of those runners beat me by about 30 seconds, and I went, well, all right, that's great practice for tonight. Hands off to me. Brings the confidence up. It's great. But Fry Teeth, I'm coming for you, buddy. I'm going to talk to Gregory Puff. He beat you last year in spring tournament. I'm going to get some pointers, and he's going to tell me to run black belt, and I'm going to tell him I'm going to take Thief White Mage, and we're going
Just
to go from there.
all you got to do is just get the 50-50 right each time, and you're okay.
Yeah.
Just guess correctly, and that's how you win.
But I want to throw a big shout out to Guardian Marcus. I mean, the scheduling of these matches was super easy. He was very easy to talk to and get these scheduled. We were both pretty busy over the last 2 weeks, and then all three of the races that we had were absolutely phenomenal. And it basically all three of them came down to RNG. Game 1, he had like an 8 hit point fighter left. Game 2, I RNG locked into a like 333 damage black belt that was way too underleveled, and Gregory Puff gives me crap for it all the time. RNG loop to win, and then this game was, you know, within 10 seconds. So it's been a heck of a race, a heck of a set. Anybody who's interested in watching, you know, just FFR in general, I'd go back and watch all 3 races, because it's all three races were a doozy, and it literally, all 3 of these could have gone either way. He could have won 2-0. I probably could have won 2-0, but here we are, and it just sucks that one of us has to go home. I mean, if we could 2-on-1 Fried Teeth, I think that could be, you know, better odds for us. But
real quick before we get out of here, before I head over to Hate to get us out of here, Elswise, wondering how you go about playing Final Fantasy. Yeah, go. Literally, somebody just posted it, but post it again there, Mr. Hate, if you don't mind. Yeah, there we go. So right there, the FFR community invites you to join our Discord. Click on that link right there, or you can go to the website that says FinalFantasyRandomizer.com, which will also take you to the Discord. There's all kinds of stuff. You can toggle and blah, 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 do the stuff and whatever. And all you need is a vanilla United States version of the ROM. So you just need Final Fantasy 1 ROM. I don't know where to find it. I have no idea. That is up to you to figure that out on your own. That's a Google it question there to figure out. But that is how you play Final Fantasy Randomizer. But yes, please join the Discord. I'm Gregory Puff. I'm going to let Hate take it out because I have talked way too much. Just please follow these runners, guda632 and Guardian Marcus. I look forward to watching them, Guda, move forward and take on our runner-up of Spring Tournament 2021, Fry Teeth, which will happen sometime next week. And yeah, I'm done. JLo doing the tracking. Hate was our restreamer here on RPG Limit Break. I thank RPG Limit Break for having us and letting us do our thing. So take us away.
All right. So in addendum to all the other closing stuff here, so excuse me, Elsewise is sorry about that. Or Elsewise. In addendum to going to the FinalFantasyRandomizer.com website, now is a great time to actually be joining a community. On Sunday the 15th at 9 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Mountain, 6 p.m. Pacific, we are going to start our summer 2022 Duckling Boot Camp. What Duckling Boot Camp is, that there is the introductory course, so shall we say. 6 to 8 weeks of the veterans basically teaching you how to beat them. And it is followed up with the Duckling Derby, which is a all-new runner tournament. It's just all the new runners. It's great. I'm going to be going to it for my 3rd one because I have not yet quite gotten above the point to graduate. Almost there. Almost. But would highly recommend it. Additionally, we have our first Final Fantasy Randomizer hosted charity marathon starting on June 17th, running the 17th, 18th, and 19th. We are welcoming all randomizer types to submit something and, to jump on and help raise money for the Liam Foundation. If you would like more details, once again, come join us on our Discord and check out the channel there. And, yeah, with that, thanks to RPG Limit Break for having us. Thanks to Gregory Puff for volunteering to jump in the booth with me. Thanks to JLo for pushing the buttons to make sure that we knew where things were, because, as you can tell, I've got a mind like a steel trap. Things could go in, get mangled, and don't quite come out the same. Yeah, with that, I've been Hate the 13th, and I bid you all a good evening.